Hello everyone, this is Jer, playing Oxygen Not Included, and I've got the research reactor on. I didn't really intend this. I had to switch set to false, but I think what happened is one of the dupes put enriched uranium before the switch and automation wire is on. So to my surprise, I get up here, and the research reactor is already producing radiation. Thankfully, this is now a zone that the lead suits are being worn, given the dupe's protection. I'm gonna enable one of these. Might as well. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's right. Let's change this out. Find out what is the radiation right there. 7,000. Let's say this thing is detecting. Well, yeah, 4. Sure, 3,000 or so. Then naval power. Okay, that didn't work. Oh. Is there no automation wire between the two? I think there is. Disabled by automation. Oh, if it's sorry, not below, above. That's the problem. That's enabling power. So this still doesn't have power. Is it because... No, that's connected. Maybe we don't have power in general? I've got lots of hydrogen. So, yeah, way too much hydrogen. We should not have power situation. Let's sort it with that. Go to my power room. Let's get rid of coal. And we'll build a second manual, or second hydrogen generator. Hydrogen generator that can go in right here. Make sure that that's actually being fed hydrogen. I already have that set. I'm gonna change this to have the same settings. So now we should be getting hydrogen built up over there. Check on these guys. Let's destroy that. So now we're done over here. I started this process in the last episode, but now I've got a bunch of thimbleweed seeds growing. Let's look at our hydrogen power. It's coming online. Coffee's putting that together for us. So now we'll have 2 of these, and we'll even have them upgrade it. So there shouldn't be a reason any dupe needs to be on the manual generator anymore. Just verify that hydrogen is getting into it. There we go. So now I've got 2 of them running, so that should improve the power situation. Let's go back up here. Do we have... There it is. Radbolt is now running. That is... I'm going to slow this down to see. It's going through here, smacking down here. It is traveling for a while, which, as it travels, it's not being as actually effective because it's essentially wearing out. But for our use case here, that's completely fine. I think we want to dig out a little bit because this area could have difficulty getting oxygen. We want the hydrogen to be able to run off. We have the ability for hydrogen to run off here somewhere. Up here, okay, we do. We can get rid of that. So let's go back to research. I stopped research on radbolt engines a long time ago. But let's put that back on. And scientists should be up here. And I should quickly be able to turn this into a radbolt rocket that we can actually build. Oh, I did not mean to do this. This is destroyed rocket platforms. Let's put those back. I prefer those made out of steel. So you know what? Let's make more steel. It's gonna be a metal refinery. Let's see, 33 pieces of that. Along with 33 pieces of iron. Since scientist driving here, let's check on, after scientist does this, the petroleum liquid lock. I don't see any petroleum going through here. Yeah, that technically is a liquid lock right now, but I prefer that to petroleum. How are you guys doing? There we are. So I think this mesh tile was a solution here. This house is running, so it was just liquid that was making this be overpressured. Anyway. That is sending more crude oil over. Ultimately, that means that I should see petroleum again. Crude oil is going down. Petroleum should be heading up. I guess it just hasn't made it there yet. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to give that more time. We're making steel. Completing the research for radbolt engines. I would not mind... now that this system is on... Oh. We've got water here. Why is that not getting... Ah. Okay, let's put that back. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move these rockets. So I want some radbolt rockets to be around here once the construction is done. So I'm going to make this out of lead, but I'm going to be... they're temporary. Because I don't want lead platforms with the amount of heat that I'm going to get from radbolt engines. So we'll put those back. Didn't mean to destroy those before. I'm starting to get some power. Look at this. We already have a little bit of steam. Eventually, all this liquid water will become steam. Let's now separate the... yeah, I'm going to cut this right here. I guess I can just leave that. Does that mean that no, it's copper. Let's not leave anything made of copper. And you will need it to steel, but I don't need that anymore. So what is the temperature? What these can now be set to appropriate values. 33. If it gets above 33, that should be enabled. Same thing over here. See a radbolt firing through. So this is working. First power being produced. This is going to increase as the amount of steam increases. You can see a little bit of nuclear waste building up that's going to grow. Let's have a look at this. Still making progress there on radbolt propulsion. We're out of power. Ah, that's why we're out of power. Okay, I didn't notice that. was destroying things I didn't really intend. Alright, reconnect that, because we definitely want to make sure these guys are allowed to run. Do cooling if it's needed. It's not needed right now, but it will be soon. Now there's two things I want to test about this overall system. One, is 10 of these steam turbines enough to keep this continually running? The second is these conductive panels enough to keep these things cool? So we're going to evaluate that as this continues to run. Alright, so I've got this rocket here. I would like now to move this away because I want some radbolt engines to exist over here. So what I'm going to do is just build a ladder system like this. Go up a little bit, maybe not that high. And we're going to build 2 platforms. We're going to relocate these guys over there. Just wondering, is it possible to change? Oh, it doesn't matter because I want to change the location of that platform. So yeah, we got to get those rockets out of the way. See a lot more steam here building up. 6 kilograms. It's going to get much higher. So we never want to see water here become empty. That would be a very bad situation because this is feeding into this guy. We don't have water from this arriving just yet. It's possibly just because the steam turbines are not on. So we'll wait for these to be built. I'll relocate those over here, and hopefully by the time that is there, I will be able to put in my radbolt engines. And we'll design that whole system because we want radbolt engines to be able to explore and see what is out here. They're going to be powered by these radbolts. So scientist, it's on you right now. Get us some radbolt propulsion. Well, I guess I have to, other than just waiting for these rockets to move, I'm not really sure what to do next. So we're just waiting for scientists to do that. Is there anything we could maybe spruce the base up at all? Probably need to catch a few of these pips. Well, we're going to get a lot more power soon. What that power means, I should be a little bit more comfortable consuming power. Probably the next thing that I want to do is make some entertainment places. Maybe a jukebox and arcade. Let's put that in this one. Clear this out, gonna change the power so it doesn't run through here. Instead, let's see. I want to have a separate system, or do I want to have heavy watt wire? I'm gonna try to avoid heavy watt wire if I can. Let's just move this around so it's out of the way. Get rid of this. And I don't want to build them just yet because I don't want this circuit to try to supply power to it. It's not strong enough. But what I want to do... Actually, let's look at how much power each of those consumes. 900 for this guy. And 1.2 for this guy. That means this guy's going to be fine with a normal circuit, but this guy here, the arcade, that needs the conductive line. So I'm going to have this in existence for the arcade. And we can get by with this guy here for the jukebox. Put a smart battery in on both sides. LED's gonna be fine now. We're gonna bring heavy watt wire up to the entrance or input of those two. So on this side, we will need conductive line going down. On this side, regular wire's going to do. And the bridge here. Okay, while that is going on, let's check the nuclear situation. Still running, looking happy. Water starting to back up. Oh, not quite. Okay, let's see. That wire... No. Dupes need to catch up on their tasks a little bit. We are climbing up here. You know what? This, we don't need these. I didn't realize you guys were still growing that. I think that's just a waste of time. Get rid of that. Still working on building these guys. So I might want to move this guy too. That's a carbon dioxide storage. Why don't we put that right here? Actually, technically, I don't even know if I'm going to be using these rockets at all. Well, maybe on my research rocket that doesn't go very far. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Let's move the carbon dioxide then over here. That's going to at least power the research rocket. Want to check to see if scientist is taking any damage from this shooting down. Well, I went into the machine. Oh, no, I think it was very minimal. So I'm going in slow mo. It's why the dupes aren't doing as much as I thought. Alright, I'll get the dupes to catch up on some of the tasks and then we'll be back. Okay, so I'm now ready to get rid of this extra line here. replace that, or now with that, actually, hold on. I had one other thought I wanted to do. See dupes coming up here. One, it's scientists. Oh, our radbolt engine has been complete. That's awesome. But yeah, I was just thinking, not taking advantage of this tube as much as I should. So one, essentially allowed the dupes to be dropped in over here. Because I see them using this ladder every now and then to get up there. This area's been blocked off, or now no longer producing food, which is nice. Okay, what I want to do is this. Just allow the dupes to get up here, particularly scientists, but not just scientists, actually. Maybe what I even want to do to increase the speed at which the dupes get up here is to make this tube line go all the way over. Maybe I'll have one special one for the scientists right here. But then we'll have one for the lead suit dupes that go up into the radioactive danger area. We'll have to destroy that ladder. And that ladder. Okay. We'll go, let's let the dupes work on that. We'll see what this is. Let's put in an arcade. Oh, hold on. I want that gone. Alright, so let's put in an arcade. And a jukebox. Let's see, how do we want to set this up? I think I might want to put in lights for each of these. Put in a view sensor. Put this and this. And then we'll plug each of these in. We'll add some decoration. Maybe we should clean this whole area up. So just need regular wire for this. Conductive wire for this. Let's try some marble made out of granite here. Here. Maybe another one for good measure. What about the paintings we can get? Oh no. Oh, these buildings are taller than I realized. Well, ground molding then. And just to top it off, decide what type of drywall I want in here. Let's just go with yellow. All the way around. The dupe box has been created. It's not powered yet, so you won't see the dupes using it just yet. High stress. Oh, I bet you. Okay, yeah. Over in this world. Because you guys are probably over qualified for being here. Whoops, forget about that. Let's deal with that. Who's the most stressed? Doctor, let's get you out of here. With the higher morale in this space, your stress level should start to go down. The other thing is, when these situations happen, it would be nice... Oh, I don't have a lot of thimble reed. But I'll start this process, make this out of granite. All the beds should have some carpet underneath them. I guess our first thimbleweed hasn't grown yet, but eventually this will catch up and we'll get more of that. So a lot now to be done. So we shouldn't see any idle dupes. Let's advance some research. I think a diamond press is going to be useful. Check this. I no longer see any water here. So at this point, I'm just going to get more and more of this nuclear waste until there's a point where there's too much. So that's where this comes in. And let's try the value of 800. So if it's 800 or more, this door should open and that should start all be drained out here. When it gets less than 800, let's make this 500. I don't know, let's go with that, see how it runs. Copy that setting over here. And turn back off, avoiding steam from actually being able to get down. So the idea is nuclear waste can get out, but steam can't. And I don't have to pump the stuff out. Still only minimum amount of power. 245 watts just from this one guy, but that's going to increase as time goes on. This guy's getting a little low. I am a little bit nervous about that. Probably just need to turn this pump on. I think that would be a very wise thing to do. Let's bring in more water, a little bit more petroleum making its way. Oh, we have excess amount of petroleum. We can get rid of that. That's awesome. Okay, that's good news. Even do some mopping up over here. So more and more of these are starting to turn on, getting a lot more power. That's important. Given the fact that I'm giving these dupes access to an arcade and jukebox. I don't have power here. Change this to be about 50%, roughly around there. What is going on? Ah, well, no. I do want to have these connected. But I'm still confused. Ah. Okay, boom, that's why. There we go. Artist has been in here clearly. Now, if we still don't have enough decoration, I'm pretty sure we will. 100. Oh, yeah, we already do. And it's not even complete. Okay, we're fine. I was going to say we could put in some metal tiling up to decoration value, but that's not necessary. I think I might, well, I'm going to put in this path over here, and then I'm going to let the dupes do their thing for a while, and then I'll be back and continue on. That's just going to speed their access to get here. And soon we should see dupes enjoying this. Alright, well I'm going to let the dupes do some construction, and I'll be back in a little bit. So this room is now created. Let's verify that it actually is a recreation room. It is. So that gives the dupes morale bonus when they're there, as well as just using this equipment. I haven't seen the dupes use them yet. Next break cycle, I wouldn't be surprised if they make their way in here and use one of these machines. Should be right around that time too. I see some dupes eating. After they eat, maybe they'll come up here. The only thing is I'm not giving the dupes a lot of break time. So they may not have time to enjoy this, but we'll see what happens. No, they don't seem to be getting in here, so I may have to give them more break time to utilize that. But that's not the focus. I'd rather have them do construction and work a little bit longer. Still need to make progress here, but I was thinking of one thing. Down at the bottom of my base, I'm relying heavy on brine, and I've got a huge buildup of polluted water. Now, I'm sharing this. This polluted water here doesn't have any disease. And just noticed that I'm having that go into the same area here and potentially back up the washrooms. I think it would make a lot more sense if I put in instead a place to actually process this. I think I'll do that up here. So I'm going to have a separate water sieve. So we'll actually get rid of this completely. Because I'd like to rely more on polluted water than I currently am. Put that in then. That can sit right there. So this is going to be polluted water that comes from the bottom of the base. This doesn't look like it's connected to anything, so I'll just use this. It's going to feed up here. And that should tie in to this. So I'll get a mix of water being produced from brine as well as polluted water. That is going to be much better. Oh, this needs power. Okay, yeah, that I should have done that a while ago. I think I need to tell the dupes to focus on this. I really like to move those rockets. Oh yeah, let's check on this. Is everything looking happy? More power. Let's check on this line here. It's going in and absorbing 155 degrees. That's going down here. That's going up down to about 130 or so. So that's a process of taking heat from here and sending it down this way and down this way. So these guys get a little bit more access to hotter steam as well. But lots of power being produced. Look at this. Lots of radbolts. Now, did I complete the research for diamond press? I don't think so. Do I not have water in my supercomputer? Oh no, scientist is just on the case. Okay, I'll give them more time. We should have our diamond press. Let's have a look here if this worked out. There we go. First water is coming in from this new system and it's converging over here. That might slow this up so we stop consuming the brine as much, which is not a bad thing. But now we're relying on, we're getting water from both those systems. The fact that I was converging these just made no sense. At this point, I should have pivoted away from that long time ago. But anyway, there is that. And just want to check to make sure that I've got a heating system. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh yes, there it is. So if the temperature gets below 8, this thing's going to turn on. It's going to get a lot more water. Still bringing water up here. This is now backing. Oh, look at this. I'm getting water out of the steam turbines, and they're actually pushing back into this guy here, which is really awesome. So I should, in theory, be able to cut this, or actually I could just leave it, because this will never push any more water out, as long as there's water in that line. Well, there it is. My research reactor is running. I'm going to continue to let this run. I'll see if these steam turbines will provide enough cooling long term. But it's looking good so far. We can move one of the rockets. Who should I get to do that? Miner, you have piloting. I think a lot of them have piloting skills. That's fine. Can I get them to go right? I think I have to go up like this. That's fine. Begin launch sequence. So I think I'll move these two rockets, and then we'll end on this water. What's this shut off water warning? Can't remember what that is. Oh yeah, I remember what that is. This warning here indicating that water is being backed up in the pipes. Hence, I want to hit that. Awesome. That's just being wasted. I'm going to put this back on pause and zoom. That could be very wasteful. What's printable? Barbecue meat, why not? Alright, that rocket took off, so I'm going to go up here and tell that rocket to land. But this time I want to specifically land on platform. Oh, wrong asteroid. I want that to land on 527. So if I click on this, we'll go here. How do we do this? I go change. I click. Why is that? Change crew. No, I don't want to change crew. I want to change the location. It still thinks I'm here. Maybe I need to give it more time. I guess I will need to disable that for a second. Let's go back here. Why wasn't this working? Change, go down. There we go. I think I just need to give it a second now. 527. There we are. Awesome. Uh-oh. Whoops. I don't know if that tube can get back down. Oh, they can. We're good. It's not that tall of a rocket. Alright, I'll just do the same with the other rocket. I see research was complete and we'll be able to do a diamond press. Probably do that in the next episode. Let's get this built. In the meantime, we can crew this. Who's going to do that? Miner, how about you? We'll go up here. This is platform 604. Begin launch sequence. Oh, do we have two dudes in here? That's fine. I'll hold one up for a second. And probably need a little bit of mopping in this rocket. No, do I have the right rocket? I don't. Alright, we're gonna change. Go back down here into .604. And those dupes are now back. We have two rockets over here. We can get rid of these because they're made out of lead. And we want to put in spots for radbolt engines. Alright, I think this is a huge accomplishment. We've got a research reactor running. We've got radbolt technology, diamond press technology in existence. I can now utilize... Oh, whoa. That's not good. How do I... What's the quickest way to get you back? 1, 2... Let's do that at high priority. I'll rescue this dupe. And then we'll end... On this, I'm going to get rid of this guy too. I think this also needs to go to make up room for some radbolt engines that we'll put together in the next episode. I think that's going to be the goal of the next episode, is get a radbolt engine together. So I finally want to get out in space and travel a little bit more distance than I've had so far. But let's just save artists. I'm sure the last painting hasn't been done by them in this playthrough. Someone could just come up and build that ladder so they can get back. Alright, thank you for watching. Thanks anyone for liking the video, and hopefully I will see you in the next video where we'll get a radbolt engine together and explore a little bit further away than we currently are. Until then, thanks for watching.